everybody? Hope you're all having another blessed day. And today, I just want to show you what I plan on using to start off for PvPing on my Storm at level 65. Yeah, I'm doing level 65 instead of doing level 60 or 61 like a lot of people do as a legendary Storm, mainly because it was a piece of gear I really wanted to get for my Storm. But before we get into the whole gear and all that stuff, let's just jump into what my stats are and why I'm going to try to go with this stuff. So, we'll look at that. So right now, 65, I have a little bit over 3k health. I have 3,040 health, which is pretty good. And it's basically because I use an amulet that gives me a bunch of health. You've seen other people, I think, use the same kind of amulet or similar to it. I think it was a Blake PvP. He used a kind of similar amulet strategy on his Storm. I really like this. I want to try it off with the 65 amulet version of that. Now for stats, I think they're pretty decent. I got 115 damage, just a solid damage at level 65. And then I have 37 universal with 40 with the Storm. So I have okay. You know, it's not like I'm going to have a lot of pierce, because most pierce they're really going to be able to get against me is going to be 30 or 40. So it's mainly I have to watch out for a bunch of blade up stacks or spam hits. And then the best thing what I do in this kind of gear, instead of like other versions of the gear setup, is that I have 30 free accuracy, so I'm not fizzling on any of my Storm spells. And that's the best thing about this. Even my stuns, I can't even fizzle one of my TC stuns. So that's why I love this strategy right there. And I'll show you how I get these kind of stats in a gear later. Now, what I gave up, though, was critical. My critical is only at about 43%. So it's pretty low for a Storm. Especially this part, because I do not have the level 60 Professor Horde's Pack's wand. That gives about, I think, like 14 damage. Something like that, and like 85 critical. Which would be really nice. So I have 85 critical. I'll probably be in the 60s with critical. And then this right here will probably be almost 130. Which would be really nice, but I'm not wasting crowns to get that wand. It'll probably take forever for me. But next time they have a pack sale, which is probably going to be never, but when they do, I may try to buy a couple packs and try to get that one for myself. But you know, for right now, I'm going to stick with the one I have, and I'll show you in a bit. My block is mediocre, because block is dead in this game. Nice, solid 1%. So if I do block, it is the bless of woo. I don't know. 8 Pearson, not the highest you can have. But again, this is me just starting out in PvP. I don't really care about having to mass jewels right now. I'm just going to mess around with it. So 8 Pierce, it's okay. Don't look at this stats. And then this another cool thing, I have 103 Power Pip. Now, again, I'm using this with the kind of stats I have because I'm always hearing, love watching PvP on like YouTube and stuff. But the thing I hear, no matter what level, what channel, it's always someone who's saying, I hope I power this, or I hope I don't get a fail pip. I do not ever want to have to think about getting a fail pip ever. Which is why a lot of my stats I go with, a lot of PvP stuff, I do go with the kind of wand I have to help me give this, and that should be enough fins, you should know what it is. But the stats I go for, always try to get 100% accuracy, or as close as I can, with close to 100% power pip, because I never want to think about fail pipping. Because, you know, I may lose the damage game, stuff like that, but that's fine. If you lose the damage game, usually it'll misplay, or there's nothing you can do. But you can control if you get a power pip, okay? So I don't want to have to think that's something I could do wrong personally. I rather think about something my opponent outplays me, not the game outplaying me, okay? So that's why I'm going this kind of gear setup. So there you go. We got the stats. We got that. Let's check the gear. So for my gear, I'm going to do with basically the House of Scales gear. So I have the hat, which I always say is better than the Waterworks. It gives more critical and more damage. Gives us power pip, but you see, I don't need any more power pip. And the Waterworks gives more resist, but again, we're a Storm, so I don't really care much about my resist. I just want to do a lot of damage. And then same thing, I use the zigzag, the House of Scales robe you can get. Same reason, more critical and also more damage. And this one actually gives universal accuracy, which is why I'm able to like not fizzle any of my TC stuns, which is really nice. So I love that little addition I didn't think about till I was done. And this is also something I like to use in questing, because that mass prism is baller. Okay, so I'll always say, no matter what, get the House of Scales robe. This for that little added spell, because you can't even get that spell until you're like 70 something in Avalon. So it's awesome to have this leveling up. And then I have the Hearthstone Stormy Slippers, which is something I was able to get when I was just buying a bunch of random packs. I wasn't able to get the wand, but last time I had a sale, I was able to get this, which is really good. I think it's probably the best boots you can get for level 60 PvP, especially for Storm, because it gives you really good crit and really good damage. And it's a nice universal too. So love this. My wand, this is like my cheese strategy, so I'm using a lot of my wizards as you've seen. I love the sight staff. Yes, I'm giving up some damage, and I'm giving us some critical. Well, actually, I'll say a lot of critical, probably about 20% critical. But this right now is helping me not ever get a fail pip, and also helping me power all my spells. And I think that's just fine starting out in PvP. I'm not going to have a lot of these like long tier matches, and a lot of people are probably not going to be that good when I'm starting out. So I should be fine with what I have here. Now, one thing I will say though, if I am able to get that wand, it'd be really nice. Let's just take this one for example. I was able to get it out of a bundle I had. It's not even close to the best one I can get in like the Professor Horse pack. But we're going to check to look at the stats. It's about, I think it's like 30 critical less, and maybe almost like 6 or 8 damage less. So if I just add this to my stats now and go back to the stuff, you can see like right here, I'm at 121 damage. This is awesome. I did get, I think, some pierce too, which is nice. But then look at my critical. My critical's already up to 55, and that's not even a high critical get. So I'm like guaranteed to get over 60% when I do get this wand. But if I look at my power pip, it gets down to 83, which is not that nice. And then my accuracy is 20, so I can fizzle and fail pip. So I'm not going to mess with that, even though it does give him a really good stat boost. But I'd rather never have to worry about fizzling and stuff like that. So that's why I stick it aside. And that's why I do recommend it for everyone probably 65 and under. Unless you're going for a damage critical or some kind of heal-based stats. Now, you can see I do have the level 60 disc. I did do some tournaments beforehand. When I first got this guy to level 61, I stopped. And before I thought about using the sight staff. So I was able to get this. And I have some okay jewels. I don't have the max jewels because I haven't been taking this wizard that seriously. So I just toss up any jewels I may have collected from all my other wizards and just chuck them on him. So that's where I get my pierce jewels from. And then here is the amulet that gives me a ton of health. I get over 300 health just from this amulet, which is really good. I don't really care about the spell. Though Cloak is a pretty good spell, so I don't have to even learn it. So it's nice to have that. But again, I'm just here for the health, because Storm has a lot low health. Let's just say if I took like this damage one, for example, I put that on, my health is already dropping down to like 2,000 or 2,800. It'll probably get even lower than that if I didn't even have the 95 damage. I had to choose like a mastery, so I'll probably be in the 2,700 range. But thankfully, when I pop this on, you can see I'm back at 3,000. So it's nice to have a little higher health. So I'm basically giving up having a mastery or 2% damage for having 300 more health. So I want to say that's definitely more worth it to have in the game. So if you're a Storm, try to get an amulet that has high health. You can buy this in the Bazaar too. So that's something also that's cool about this. And also, this is level 62. I know, like, Blake PvP. Yeah, no, shout out to him. I love watching his vids. But yeah, he has a level, I think, 56 or something like that amulet he got from, actually maybe level 60, he got in Safaria. And honestly, he's at 61 on his Storm. So, you know, if he just leveled up one time, he could get this and a little extra health, but it's kind of mediocre. It's not something he needs to do, but I don't know. I'm just trying to throw some advice, trying to help one of my favorite YouTubers, so yeah, little fanboy there. But let's go on. I had the little 60, the Daredevil ring, because again, from my tournaments I've did, I put on whatever jewels I had. Not the best jewels, but you know, okay. And then here's my pet. I did spend some time. I didn't have it in the video, I think, trying to get him to Mega. I don't know if I did. But basically, it's the max triple-double with Infallible. Because everything at Legendary and everything like now in Max 2, it's a lot of Infallible, Bubble, or Orb-based wins, okay? So I think this is the best one overall. Unless I'm going to try to go for like a tournament or a crit strat, if I do get the wand, maybe I can switch over to like Fuzzy Sierra. I have proof, but it's still like quad critical, which is nice. But let's just look at Mocha. So just talk about Mocha. This new pet we got, boys. I love this thing. But let's not look at the damage. We'll look at boosted anyways. But my critical is at 66. So we already talked about how I'll go up by 20% if I get that wand. If I get this on with that, I'll be over probably 80s. So that's something to definitely think about. And I think there'll be some mad plays we can do, maybe some tourneys and messing around. And just go for some like 80 to 90% critical base, like over 100 damage sets. And just see if we can just spam bolt and spam hit someone to death in PvP. I think it'll be something funny to do. If you want me to try that too, leave us a comment down below. I may try to make up something like that, or maybe we can just try to buy some packs to get that wand. Now that I think about it, that would be really cheesy and funny to do. And I'll probably make no friends doing it, but you know what? If it's good for content, it's good for us, am I right? Exactly. And if my mount, I have the Gulcher for 3%. Thankfully, I got this when I opened like 60k a couple years back. This did get my literally rare level boots for my max fire at 120. That was ridiculous. I literally got 4 mounts before I got 1 pair of boots. Thanks, KI. And then here we go. I have the Maelstrom deck, which is one of the best decks you can probably get. I have the socket on there just so I can get to my 100% power pip. You see my power pip on there is, let's see, 103. So I only need like a 2%, but I didn't have any 2%. So I just checked on this random 5. I had it from like my life when I've been doing questing on him. So there's that. So I have that. And I picked this one over, let's say, the Dragonfire deck. You see the sideboard is a lot higher, and I can actually carry more copies like my TCs, which is really nice. And then for my last thing, I know nothing about really PvP on my Storm. I'm just trying to do based off of watching YouTube and stuff. And this is my main deck. Okay, it is probably terrible, and I'd love for you guys to leave suggestions of what I should do down below in the comments. I have no idea what I'm doing. I've never PvP really, except for doing like the quick match tournaments and stuff on my Storm, and I haven't PvP on him for like years. So yes, this is what I have. I have max stun blocks, so I know stun blocks are really important. Same with tower shields. Then I have basically 3 of all like the basically two shields I have. So 3 of those. I have my max gargantuan and 3 monsters, because I don't want to have too many enchants. I'm not going to try to draw them each turn. I have 3 infallibles I've learned. Mainly because, again, infallible is really important. So if I can't like hit that turn, I want at least make sure I have infallible every turn I can. I have it as a make cast, I have it as TC, and I have it learned. Okay, then next I have, again, 3 Dream Shields, similar to the reason I have 3 Volcanics. We talk about how I also have 5 Bubbles, because bubble control is really important in PvP right now. But I didn't want to put max, I don't want to be too cloggy, and I want to make sure I can draw my Edel stuff, that's really important. So I put 5. That's good. 2 Storm Dispels, because in case I run into a storm, it's good to have at least 1. I can draw 1. And then I have some of my hits. I decided to go with free Catch of the Day and free Calypso. I do have some more in my TC, which, you know, it may be important if I can just draw them from the main. And I don't notice what I should be doing, because I never really PvP when I had these spells. So if you could tell me in the comment section this is what I should be doing, please tell me. Then free Stormlord for the stun combo. 5 Blades, so I think Blades would be pretty good. I don't know, but you know, infallible Blade and hit would be pretty nice. 3 more shields, and then I put a few for like almost max Wild Bolts, which is really nice. And then 2 1 hits, and then all 4 of my Storm Beetles. And then for my TC, my single stun, which I cannot fizzle because of my gear I have right now. So it's nice not to be able to fizzle that. And then I have 6 Tower Shields, because Tower Shields are important. 3 more infallibles in case it doesn't pop off my pet or I don't draw it. Then here's my Insane Bolts. I don't actually have the spell, but I had to buy them from the bazaar, which is nice. But I have 3 of them. I don't know if I should play more. Then 2 Lightning Bats, 2 Catch of the Days, 3 Calypso, because I feel like this is better than Catch of the Day. 2 Storm Winter combo, 2 Storm Owls. Mainly because this is the big hit, so I want to make sure at least I can try to draw into it. I know I only will use 1 in a match, but you know, playing 2 just kind of boosts consistency. And then I have 5 more Wild Bolts, because I feel like Storm is basically Wild Bolt based almost. And then 1 more Black Mantle. And I'm also playing against some Lightning Elves TC that's on my fire. I'm going to probably try to transfer it over. So I'll probably also toss some Lightning Elves in here somewhere. So I don't know what I'll take out. Maybe some Lightning Bats, maybe a Calypso or Storm Arrow. I don't know. And if you can help me with that in the comment section, what I should take out to put some Lightning Bats in. Well, I mean, not Lightning Bats, Lightning Elves. And how many. Please tell me that, because then that just helps me get better at PvP. So yeah, that's going to be the vid. I hope you enjoyed. If you think there's anything else that you may try differently and more, or something else I didn't like suggest to myself what I'm be trying to do in the future, leave it as a comment down below so it can help me improve this Wiz. Now, if you liked this video, found it helpful, please leave a like on the video and subscribe if you haven't already, because this tells me that you enjoyed this, found it helpful, and helps me make more content for you. And you know from a past video, I'm also trying to get at least 50 subscribers, and I'll do kind of a pet hatching giveaway, and also maybe something else related to maybe Yu-Gi-Oh! Because that's something else I like to do with the channel. Now, with that, I hope the rest of your week is blessed. I hope to see you all in the next video. And I'm out. See ya.